land just in general. Notice Jean Grey and Cyclops seem kind of aloof from each other in the kitchen. It's just a taste of the drama between them this week. This week is also a big soap opera episode, but X-Men, the animated series in particular, has always been very soap opera-y. If you've never read the classic X-Men comics too, it's always been kind of a soap opera. Even Kevin Feige made soap opera jokes when he was talking about the X-Men just in general. Back in the day, we used to call it a soap opera for boys, basically. So many love triangles this week, but part of the idea with Cyclops and Jean Grey is that things are just super awkward because of everything that happened with Madeline Pryor and Baby Cable, and it's still apparently happening between Cyclops and Madeline Pryor. Like, apparently he's still keeping in contact with her. Like, look, you're still talking to her psychically. That's our thing. Cheating on Jean Grey with the other Jean Grey. There's a bit of a loose connection to the Deadpool and Wolverine movie with the plot that they're adapting from the comics for this week's Genesis episode. So it's based on the for Extinction X-Men run from the more recent X-Men comics where Cassandra Nova was the main villain. She's going to be the main villain of Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, I don't know if that means that they're doing Cassandra Nova on X-Men 97. It's always possible, or they might just change the comic book plot because they did that for the Madeline Pryor plot. Like, it was a big change. They remind you that Genosha is joining the UN, meaning that the world is essentially recognizing Genosha as a legitimate nation in its own right. Gambit, Rogue, and Magneto take the Blackbird, or the new version of Blackbird, to Genosha because they want to make Magneto the new ruler of their council. Gambit references his last visit. That's the time he got trapped there with Jubilee and Storm, we talked about earlier in the video. We saw memories of that during last week's episode as well. Magneto also makes this joke about the Blackbird getting blown up again and Gambit being the only X-Men there that doesn't have the ability to fly. Notice on the island, they've got statues of Professor X and Magneto who are like gods, fathers, patron saints, all the reasons they're there. On the screen here, and pretty much all over the place, there are posters of Magneto talking about freedom, mutant rights, and the line that he's towed in the past. We see links to the Morlock with Byxis. There's a lot of bleach early in the episode here too to set up the Morlocks at the end of the episode too when Gambit saves them. This mutant with the pink skeleton is Glob Herman from the comics. His skin is made from living wax. That's why you can see his skeleton. He can light himself on fire, throw globs of himself. His special body makes him incredibly resistant to damage. He's super strong. He has super speed. But because of what Genosha is, like the safe haven for mutants, there are mutants everywhere. Like, you could pause any particular frame and see a bunch of them in the background. Like, every obscure small mutant that you've ever heard of from the comics ever. And because this is a mutant island, essentially, they have a bunch of mutant-themed business ads too, like a nail salon for steels and horns, flying school, special pants.